NXT is really giving us a treat on the WWE Roadblock show by giving us a tag team title match. I think this is really big to promote NXT. Anytime you can get the NXT guys on a main show that people are going to watch, it's going to put new eyes on the product. And, I with WWE Network having NXT, you would think that everybody watches it. But honestly, NXT isn't as big as I think it is sometimes. And I think that, Enzo and Kaz against Dash and Dawson in a tag team match could be very fun, could be very exciting. And it could make somebody who watches the pay-per-views, watches the live specials, who doesn't watch NXT, take advantage of watching this every Wednesday, week in and week out. I don't want to turn this match preview into a commercial for NXT, but honestly, in my mind, NXT on Wednesday nights, 1 hour show, is the best wrestling show that's on television week in and week out, I believe. Sometimes they have some jobber matches, sometimes they have big main events, but week in and out, 1 hour. You're in, you're out. You don't have this long sulking feeling. I remember last night, it was 8:40, 20 minutes until the end of Raw, or at least until the overrun of Raw. And I was sitting there debating to myself, why am I watching this? You're beyond the point of bored right now. I don't even know what the main event is going to be. I don't know why I'm watching this anymore. With NXT, it's over before you even really know it. I mean, I don't really want NXT to expand to 2 hours, but sometimes when it's over, I wish that it wasn't over. I mean, it's like watching a wrestling show with absolutely no guilt that you should be doing something else out there in the world. Dash and Dawson have been great tag champs since they beat, I believe they beat the Lucha Dragons. And I remember when they beat the Lucha Dragons, that was Blake and Murphy who beat the Lucha Dragons. Who the hell did Dash and Dawson beat? I think they beat the Vaudevillains. I'm pretty sure they beat the Vaudevillains. But, they've been a great tag team. They remind me a lot of Arn and Tully, the Brainbusters from back in the 80s. But Enzo and Kaz, when these guys came onto the scene, I did not understand these guys at all. They came out there, they had their whole spiel when they came down to the ring, and everybody loved to chant for them. But to me, they reminded me a lot of the New Age Outlaws, where they came out and they were over, but they were heels. And I kept on wondering why people like these guys, because they just didn't really come off to me as guys that I liked. But then once I was able to experience it live, Enzo and Kaz became, two of my favorites that I like to watch as well. There's a lot of tag teams inside of NXT right now. You've got Dash and Dawson. You've got Team Alpha or American Alpha with Jordan and Gable, in my mind, which is one of the best. I think they're getting the tag title shots at the pay-per-view. Not this pay-per-view, but the next pay-per-view. I think they're getting him by watching TV, unless they really pull something off. But Enzo and Kaz have been deserving a shot for a while. They got a shot to go after the titles at the England show, and I can't remember how that show how that match finished. But I thought that Dash and Dawson sort of stole that one. I know that Kaz had been coming off as being hurt at that time. But Enzo really picked up the ball, and I thought that he was going to be able to win it for him. Two really good teams going in there, and whatever happens, happens. But I'm picking Dash and Dawson because I believe in my mind that I can see Enzo and Kaz as sort of like the guys that debut the night after WrestleMania. I know that it's sort of cliche for somebody to always debut the night after WrestleMania. Last year we got Neville. Oh, shit. I was going to go through all the guys that debuted the night after Mania. Probably the biggest one is the return of Brock Lesnar the night after WrestleMania 28. But it is what it is. This is going to be a good match. Hopefully it puts some eyes on NXT. Enzo and Kaz have been a great team. I don't have them winning because I think they're going to be moving up to the main roster sooner than later. Even though there's a lot of deserving teams in NXT, I really thought they were going to move up at the last pay-per-view with the Edge and Christian Rated R Superstar Cutting Edge, whatever the hell that show is called. But we'll see you guys at Roadblock. I got Dash and Dawson keeping the titles with a win.